Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Admittedly, I have a little bit more of a vibes take for the short today. I noticed during everything that happened this week, there was news that broke that a young man, 22-year-old guy named Thomas Fugate, was appointed by the Trump administration to lead the CP3 counterterrorism section of the Department of Homeland Security. And there's been kind of a lot of a lot of surprise at this, a lot of upset in the media over the promotion of this guy with basically no experience to run what appears to be a pretty critical counterterrorism sub department. I'm going to kind of shy away from the logic of doing that or not doing that from a functional perspective. I don't know enough about the operation of that department or indeed about Fugate's credentials to say one way or the other. It does seem to be, something that's quite outside his expertise level, but that's not really the point I wanted to make. What I thought was interesting about this actually was my first reaction to this appointment was um, continuing to be surprised that the Democrats don't do this kind of thing more often, right? You notice that Republicans, while they seemingly have less support among young people, I would, again, this is kind of why it's a vibes take. I kind of would argue that they're better at promoting young people to positions of power, maybe even when when they're put in a little bit, they're a little out in front of their skis, right? These folks may not be the most qualified, but the Republican Party team seems to take a shot on them regardless. I think about the representation in Congress, for as important as the youth vote is for Democrats, as we all know, they're actually 2 years older on average in the House and the Senate than Republicans are. So it's kind of continually this confusion I have why there is not more promotion of young folks within the party that seems to be most reliant on the votes of young folks. And they seem to kind of continually let the Republicans lead the charge here, even when maybe that isn't the best idea. I think we'll continue to hear from this young guy going forward in years to come. It wouldn't surprise me if he becomes kind of a rising star in the Republican Party. Whether that's deserved or not is kind of a different discussion. But again, kind of confusing why the party that's ostensibly more focused on the youth vote doesn't do the same thing. Curious for your thoughts down below, and thanks as always.